What's up, Rayquazers? Got an OU match here against Crafty Swag today. He likes to not use top tier threat stuff because he thinks it's stupid, which is completely fine and okay. I don't really think I'm even using that much top tier threat stuff. I mean, maybe like Politoed and Jirachi, but that's about it. The rest is highly uncommonly seen in OU. Starmie may be a little bit more common just because of rapid spinning fast. But yeah, he was testing out a team, and it's a good thing he tested it out because he found out that a Volt Beamer with a water move kind of runs Tram all over his entire team. So let's get this battle started. So he's going to lead off with Infernape, and I'm going to lead off with Cobalion. And right here, I'm pretty sure he's going to taunt because lead Infernapes like to have taunt and all that. So I go for the close combat, and it does about half, which is pretty decent. Which, since he is a lead Infernape, I'm assuming he probably has a Focus Sash. He's going to go for Stealth Rocks, knowing that I'm going to want to switch, fearing like a close combat or Fire Punch or something. Even though I'm sure maybe I could take one Fire Punch, but close combat probably not. So I'm going to go for the T-Bolt because it hits everything neutrally, and this is why Lightning Rod Zapdos needs to come out already. Because I wouldn't have gone for that T-Bolt if he had Lightning Rod Zapdos. I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam right here, and he's going to bring in Celebi. I'm kind of fearing a Leaf Storm right here, so I'm going to switch into Cobalion, because I know I should be able to take a Leaf Storm with Cobalion fairly well. He actually is a physical Celebi, and then he proves that he has Leaf Seed. He misses, unfortunately for him. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, just to get up my rocks, and then he's going to go for the Leech Seed again here. And I am going to be seated. I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave to either force him out or at least slow down the Celebi if he doesn't want to switch out. So I'm going to switch out right here into Jirachi, and obviously he thought maybe I would either stay in or he knew I would switch out. So he's going to go into Infernape, which is a threat to my Jirachi since I'm specially defensive, not physically defensive. So I'm going to have to switch into Starmie to take the Fire Punch as predicted, which is nice. And right here he's actually going to withdraw the Infernape, and I just went for a Hydro Pump because it hits most of his team for good neutral damage. I think only Celebi and his own Starmie would be able to take a Hydro Pump nicely. And now I'm going to go for an Ice Beam because I saw how much that Hydro Pump did, so I know Ice Beam should easily KO that Celebi. So I got rid of the Leech Seeder, which is great. And right here he brings in his Piloswine, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to Rapid Spin because I thought maybe he was going to Ice Shard or something. Not entirely sure. So I get rid of rocks on my side, which is great. And then he's going to bring in his Piloswine. And I'm going to go for the T-Bolt on the Vaporeon. And then switch out because I want to save my Starmie as death fodder later on if I'm going to need it. So he's going to go for the Ice Shard here, which is going to do a fairly decent chunk, even though I resist it because I'm actually especially defensive Politoed. Not a physically defensive, just to catch people off guard, mostly. And he's going to go for the Earthquake. Look how much this does. Oh, that did a lot. That was too much. Mostly especially defensive, because I have Scald and Burning, so I could easily tank physical hits and special hits when I get that done. So now he's going to bring in Vaporeon, and then I'm going to go for the T-Bolt. It was at this point that I was like, I kind of want to sack this. Does a nice chunk to the Vaporeon, which maybe I should have saved Starmie to just counter the Vaporeon later on, but we'll see how the rest of this match is going to work out. So I bring in Toxicroak, and he switches out, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to do anything. I'm going to set up a sub, because I'm the sub bulk up set, which is going to prove to be rather threatening to him, as I can safely bulk up behind a sub, and then just deal with the Piloswine after a bulk up. So he's going to Earthquake me, and of course that's going to obviously break my sub. So right here I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. I'm surprised he didn't go for an Ice Punch or an Ice Shard or anything just to get off some damage. And then he's going to bring in Starmie thinking he's safe, but I'm running that Sucker Punch, so he's not really safe. So I get rid of Starmie. Don't really have to worry about any of my hazards going down, which is good, because at this point late game with him really hurting, hazards are going to be nice. He's going to show that he has a wish, so I'm going to let him get his wish, because at this point I'm thinking, you know, really, the game's over. I might as well just set up +6 in his face. But he is going to have acid armor on his Vaporeon, which of course is not commonly seen, and it caught me off guard because, I mean, really, who predicts an acid armor on a Vaporeon? That's just not a commonly run move. And so he's going to keep acid armoring. And I'm like, yeah, let me get to +6, because he's going to be a +6 acid armor. And let me see how much this Drain Punch is really going to do. Just because I figured, you know, maybe the Drain Punch will be enough to like 2-hit KO him or 3-hit KO him. Which 3-hit KO might be okay, because as long as he doesn't put in that Wish on the first turn, I should be able to take him out. So right here I get up full +6 on him too. And so I'm going to go ahead and Drain Punch and just see how much damage that is going to do. And it did probably about 1/3. So factoring in leftovers, it'd be a 4-hit KO. But of course he has Wish, which means obviously that's not going to be a 4-hit KO. And right here, I thought maybe his last move was Protect and he was going to use it. So I'm going to switch into my Hydreigon to kind of scare him with like Focus Blast, Draco Meteors, because that should still do a lot to Vaporeon. So I go for Focus Blast here, and it doesn't do that much because I'm actually Expert Belt, not Choice Specs or anything. So, of course, it's not going to do too much. And so, yeah, unfortunately, he Toxics me, but now I know the rest of his, I know his entire moveset. He's going to go for a Surf here because he thought he was going to stall me, and that's where, as you can see, I'm especially defensive Politoed because I took that nicely, and now he's going to switch out right here into Infernape, I guess just as death fodder, because he's predicting my Toxic, so I'm like, yeah, okay, death fodder, whatevs. It works out. So I'm going to switch here into my my Toxicroak, because I know that since he's a late Infernape, he really doesn't have anything to deal with my Toxicroak too much. So I know I can easily just, you know, bulk up in his face right here. As he goes for the Fire Punch, which does a lot because I'm dry skin obviously, so that's going to do a lot of damage even in the rain. And basically I heal up to about half health and go for the bulk up, and right here I was like, you know, I could stall him out just to be annoying and make him go into a struggle thing and kill himself, but I really want this match done with, so I'm going to switch into Politoed, and he's going to think I'm going to Toxic. So obviously he doesn't like quit right now or anything. He thinks I'm going to Toxic. I'm going to Parasol because Parasol's going to definitely finish him off a lot sooner than Toxic would have. And so basically, yeah, now it's just biding my time till he is out of turns. And so I know my opponent hates Jirachi, hates seeing Jirachi, and so I'm going to switch into my Jirachi just to taunt him a little bit, because I know he hates Jirachi. So I'm going to go for the Protect, and I'm actually going to nail the double Protect. And that is pretty much going to be GG. At least he tested and found out that his team's weak against Bolt Beamers. So he's rethinking his team. He really wants to run Eviolite, Piloswine. So if you have any suggestions for his Eviolite, Piloswine down in the bottom, and he wants to run this team in OU. So if you have any suggestions for his team, leave it in the comments. I'm sure he'll come check out this video for the suggestions, especially since he's hearing me right now saying that suggestions, and go check out his channel. He's a pretty good battler. Mentored him myself. So he used to be noob, and then I mentored him, and then he became good. And we've had lots of battles. He's won like maybe 3 out of all the battles we've had, and I've won most of them. But most of the battles tend to be close. This wasn't as close because Starmie pretty much wrecked his entire team. But, you know, it happens. We all make a bad team sometimes. So that's going to be it. Have a nice day, guys. Comment, like, and sub. And let Scrafty Swag know what he can run with his Eviolite, Piloswine, and OU. See ya.